down? It's DJ Payne1 for BeatStars.com. And when we reflect on 2016, we might think, damn, that sucked. And I was kind of in that mindset as well. A colleague of mine, great producer, Ant-Man Wonder, had posted something on Facebook basically saying the same thing, but then also subverting the negativity and talking about all the positive things that happened to him, such as getting on a #1 album, continuing to support himself off of music, etc. And so I'm reading that post thinking, that's exactly what happened to me in 2016. So I guess it was a good year. And I want to start 2017 off on a good foot and take all of the questions and comments and requests for clarification from my viewers and subscribers and compile a suggested list of 10 producer New Year's resolutions. Just suggestions. I'm not telling you what to do, but if any of these resonate with you, please dedicate some time and energy in 2017 to building up your knowledge base and making sure you work a lot smarter as you reach your professional music goals. Number 10. Unless you know you're a hobbyist producer and you're 100% comfortable with that path, view yourself as a small business. That means learning about operating a small business as much as it does making music. A lot of artists, period, don't like viewing themselves as small businesses. But the second they do, suddenly the steps they have to take towards becoming a sustainable musical business become a lot clearer. Number 9, research. It could be something as simple as Googling terms you don't understand, checking out books on marketing at the library, buying Jay Hatch's book, or even following somebody like Illmind on Twitter. But don't let expert advice go in one ear and out the other. Trust me, I get tweets and DMs all the time asking me questions that could be answered by a simple Google search. Get in the habit of doing it yourself. Get in the habit of constantly learning and being in control of your own intake of knowledge. Number 8, if you're not where you want to be, plan smarter and work harder and work smarter too. The sad reality is many musicians hold themselves back because they're focused on these huge goals and aren't working on taking small steps that lead to those big successes. Sometimes our perspective needs changing. Number 7, find driven individuals with similar goals to work with. They may be in your city, they may be on the internet 2,000 miles away from you, but if they share similar goals, working with them could prove helpful. Also, pooling resources with a partner who cares about the success of a release, a tour, or a 2-year campaign is valuable beyond measure. 6, start working on full projects, start to finish. Take your role as a producer more seriously. Don't just make beats and then drop out of the album creation process from there. Be there for recording sessions, learn to direct and to delegate, gain experience making songs and albums, not just 8-measure loops. Number 5, start reading music agreements, contracts, just to get familiar with them. Research terms you don't understand. You won't be a qualified lawyer, of course, but you'll understand what to ask for when it's time to negotiate, when you're presented with an actual producer agreement with your name on it. Number 4, build up your own brand via social media by offering unique and helpful content. I'm sure I've put this in other lists, but it's still really important. Having that infrastructure will make you a lot less dependent on other people, recording artists, or the rare instant of a major label placement, and you can start to create income and notoriety for yourself using resources that you built. Number 3, don't believe unsubstantiated claims. Twitter marketers will guarantee you fame. Rappers will swear that if you give them free beats in a year, they'll be superstars and you'll be rich. Look at their track records. Do your research and make decisions that put your interests first. Remember that whole Brie and Tash thing? I don't know how many producers were sending them $50 for song reviews. All you had to do was reverse Google image search their profile picture and realize that they stole that from an Instagram model. Not legitimate. You got to learn how to do this yourself to avoid wasting money, wasting time, getting frustrated, and getting burned out. Number 2, if you are ready to start selling beats, set prices that are fair for both parties. Don't make your art all about money, but don't sell yourself short and work job hours for free. You know, a lot of producers are working 30 hours a week and getting paid for working 2 hours a week. There's the opposite end of the spectrum where the producer who's made 8 beats his or her whole career is asking for $5,000 a track from a local artist who lives down the street. Number 1, seriously, Number 1, get an entertainment lawyer. If you're at that point where you're selling beats and you're shopping music, get an entertainment lawyer. Or at least start researching them and making connections with them. People ask me questions about their contracts all the time. People ask me questions about legal trouble, about litigation, as though I know anything about that. If I'm talking about YouTube comments and Facebook DMs, don't get legal advice from a YouTube comment or a Facebook DM or one of these internet forums. Have a lawyer on hand. I've seen Producers have emailed me contracts they've already signed asking me, did I get screwed in this contract? Yes, the answer is yes, you absolutely did. Don't sign stuff you don't understand. And when you're faced with some scary music industry structure or just a label even from a DIY or independent artist, you want to understand what the terms are, what the stipulations are, what your responsibilities are, and what parts of the agreement you disagree with, so you can change it to create a more favorable situation for yourself. I wish all of us all the success and happiness that we deserve in 2017, and I'm going to get back to making beats. Peace.